I mean, the Kelly Clarkson lyric is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I think what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or it can almost kill you.
Definitely be cooperative, have like good conversations when talking about stuff like this, be respectful, and then that's how we can like carry out into a better future.
Be careful, first of all. You know, COVID is around. You would think, oh, I won't get it, but I got it. I didn't think I would.
We just can't let one thing control our lives, I would say.
We need to be in this together, and we need to take steps just to protect our health and other people's healths.
Wear masks, get vaccinated. It's the way to go. I'm from Pakistan.
Dallas, Texas.
Hinston, Texas.
Atlanta, Georgia.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Wentzville, Missouri. It's about 45 minutes outside of St. Louis.
Overland Park, Kansas.
Tulsa.
Tulsa.
Broken Arrow, so I guess the Tulsa area.
I was born here in Tulsa, but parents were from Ukraine, so I'm Ukrainian American in Tulsa.
I was born here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but my family is from Pakistan.
I'm a finance major, and I am a junior.
CSG, so computer simulation and gaming, and I am a sophomore.
I'm a media studies major, senior.
It's computer engineering, and I'm a freshman.
Business undecided, and I'm a freshman.
I'm an anthropology major, and I'm currently a sophomore.
Psychology major, and I'm a senior this year.
I'm a junior in chemical engineering.
Business management major with a minor in finance, so I'm currently a sophomore.
I'm a sophomore currently, and my major is physics.
Applied math and political science, and I'm a freshman.
Psychology pre-med, and I am a freshman.
I changed my major in the pandemic. It really made me consider what was important and also like what I enjoy doing. Like I said, it made me realize that I only get one shot at this whole thing, and I don't want to do something that I feel is not impactful. I'm not saying if someone else chooses business analytics and statistics that you're not going to be impactful. It's just that wasn't for me. It kind of gave me time to go, all right, you're here in college. Go pursue something you're interested in. So yeah, that aspect of it was great for me.
Yes, I have one online class. It's my Spanish course in the mornings.
No, they're all in person. I did all online last semester, but no, they're all in person.
No.
2. But that wasn't because of COVID. It just happened to fit into my schedule.
Ooh, all of mine are in person.
I think it definitely helps because I'm an athlete, so it's easier to get all of our work done, and I'm not missing class and stuff, so it's all online, so it's easy access.
I don't prefer taking online classes, but I would rather that we take online classes rather than not have school at all. So it's just that. Even though I don't like it, I don't mind taking online classes. I don't like it because whenever I would take online classes in high school, this is really bad to say, but I would fall asleep in my morning classes. I would never be awake or listening to my morning classes.
There were some benefits to it. It was really nice not having to commute, being able to just wake up and go to my desk and then go to class. But as much as it was more convenient, I do a lot better in person. It's a lot easier for me to be engaged. It's almost like there's an accountability factor there when they can watch me, whether I'm paying attention or not.
I absolutely love online classes. I can do it from my room. I'm a very disciplined person. It's like if I set a time, I'm gonna get it done. I know some people struggle with like doing their homework and that's never been me. I can get stuff done. Like if I had an option to take all my classes online, I would.
I do enjoy online classes more. It feels easier to focus. Like I just find myself getting distracted more in the classroom versus being at home.
I do not prefer taking online classes. I'm not the most tech-savvy person, so I'm a pre-med student, so technology is not really my strongest pursuit, so it was really hard to be able to adapt to all of that, and there's just a lot of issues that can happen. I mean, from technology issues, Wi-Fi issues, not being able to or uploading PDFs and stuff. I'm just like, oh my god, I have to download all these other extra apps and stuff. So I am not the biggest fan, and it's also so much easier to get distracted when you have online classes. I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely have cooked like lunch during one of my classes, and I know a lot of other students could probably say the same. It's just definitely so much easier to get distracted, and I feel like when you're in person you can be held more accountable and be on top of things and focus better. That's just my preference of learning too. I mean, I didn't sign up for online classes, so it was a bit unfortunate, but I mean, like I said earlier, it's better to be safe, and that's just the measures that we did have to take.
They do, and I feel perfectly fine with it because, close quarters classroom, it makes sense. Time to time, some classes, population is small enough, there's enough desks that, we don't need a mask. But yeah, most of them, if they're physical, we wear a mask, and that's about it. Doesn't bother anybody, we do it.
I have 2 in-person classes that require me to wear a mask, and if the professor wants to do that, I'm perfectly comfortable doing that in order to have an in-person class and still have that interaction, so I don't mind it.
Half of them do and half of them don't, and I feel like, hey, if that's how they feel about it, it's not an inconvenience to me at all. If it makes everyone around me feel better, I can wear a mask for an hour at a time. I mean, when it all started, I was working a job where I'd wear it for 10 hours straight.
Two of them require. Then one, we're split, we're self-segregated. But like half the class wears masks, half like choose to not wear masks. There's like divide in the middle, so I found that interesting. And another one is just choice. So I feel like for being in an enclosed area a longer period of time, I feel like you should wear a mask in those times. Each their own.
I thought they did a pretty good job. I mean, like I said, I don't really know. They transitioned online in a way that was really effective. The only thing I remember is I think they waited a little bit to declare it online. Like I remember it was like 2 days before we came back, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, it's online." And for kids who live further away, I would have been kind of pissed because I probably by that time would have already bought my plane ticket. But no, I mean, I think they did a great job.
I think they had a pretty good response to the pandemic. They had, especially last year, they had a lot of different protocols in place. They didn't have any visitors. They had the single occupancy rooms. Everybody had to get their flu shot. They had everyone wearing masks around campus. I think that's all really good. All things considered, they've handled it pretty well, and having the weekly tests for people and publishing, our vaccination record, like statistic, and our the rate of contraction, I think it's kind of helped a lot because people can go on and look at it and be like, oh, so that looks kind of real when you put it like that. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. So I think they've done fairly well.
I do feel safe being on campus because no matter where I go, all the places that I always go, they always are like, oh, we would like for you to wear a mask, or we would like for you to be 6 feet apart, and stuff like that. So that's why I feel like this campus is very safe when it comes regarding to COVID.
On one hand, yes, I feel safe because I know and a lot of people do wear masks on this campus, so yes, but there's also a part of me where I'm like, I could definitely still catch it,
If COVID came back, I still feel safe that right away everybody takes precautions instead of just idling by, still go to classes, and more people get COVID, so.
Yeah, I feel safe. I mean, last year especially, there were a lot of precautions of social distancing, limited people in classes at a time and stuff like that. So if anything, I feel pretty safe because TU especially does a pretty good job of controlling the virus and spread with vaccines and stuff like that. So yeah.
I would say the most challenging part is being able to spend time with people that I love, because of how many elderly people I know and how many people I know that are at risk of getting COVID, I'm not able to spend as much time with them as I would like, and that kind of hurts me because I would love to spend as much time with my family and friends as much as possible.
I would say just there's not a lot of like consistency. You had to be really flexible. I was with the sport, so I was able to be around my team a lot, but we didn't really know exactly like when we were going to play what practice was like, and we had to be really mindful of who we were around because of just obviously COVID. So it was challenging.
I would say classes are tougher in a way, but that would be kind of lying because some classes I dislike were online, which kind of made it easier, less work. The hard part is that, coming in freshman year, I knew nobody. And because of COVID, I could barely meet anybody. And the first few people I met, I became acquainted with them, and that's it. And I wish COVID didn't happen so I can actually interact with more people, and it'll be nicer that way.
One good thing, so I did say that the social aspect was probably the hardest, but the good thing was that I've found ways to finally find time for myself because I was always out and about. So I learned how to properly do self-care, and whether that was just meditating or journaling or drawing, whatever it may be, I've finally found ways to properly enjoy my own time, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would say that's probably been the best thing.
It kind of did bring people together, I guess. And there was a lot of scientific advancement for the vaccine to be made, which can set precedent for the future.
Things are a lot cleaner. I think people are a lot, pay a lot more attention to their health and personal health, like washing your hands. Because before that, a lot of people do not wash their hands as much, or at least I feel like. And I feel like a lot of people are more cautious about that. And like even like wiping down desks, like regardless of COVID, like that's like a good thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely overall cleanliness of society.
I would just like to say, like, to anyone who may be watching or listening to this that, hey, cut yourself some slack, give yourself a lot of credit, because the fact that we as college students are experiencing college in a pandemic, I mean, that goes to show like how strong you are. I would just like to say I'm proud of you. If no one has told you that, I'm proud of you.